Hey y'all, getting ready for fall. Even though here in Alabama it's still hot as blazes. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with some fall recipes. Or what I consider more cool weather recipes. How about that? First thing that we need to do is let you know what the title of the recipe is, which is just plain old easy banana bread. Nothing complicated about it at all. You need to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. I've already got that going. And we need to go ahead and add our flour. I'm using self-rising. And I'm going to put in 2 cups. That's 1 cup. And 2. And I'm going to go ahead and put my sugar in, which is 1 cup. Alright. And you need to kind of try to whisk this real quick. Get all the air pockets out and the lumps before we start adding the wet ingredients. Now you can do 2 separate bowls and then, you know, 1 wet, 1 dry, and then combine if you want to. But this is very forgiving. I've never had any problems with it, just making a 1 bowl batter. Okay, so that was our flour and our sugar. We need to add our butter, which is 1 stick melted. Okay. Our vanilla, which is about a teaspoon. And what I like to do before I put eggs in is just go ahead and kind of stir this up a little bit because that butter was warm and I don't want it to cook my eggs. Okay. Alright, then you can take your whisk and kind of whisk your eggs, just barely beat them just a little bit. Throw those in there. And add your bananas. I did 3 very overripe bananas that I had in the freezer, and I defrosted them, and they were ready to put in here. And that's what I do with all my leftover bananas. I just throw them in the freezer for banana bread. And those were 3 bananas. Okay, and you can also add nuts at this point. If you want to do walnuts, you can, or pecans. And it's just as good without. In the recipe it tells you to combine it with a mixer, but I have always done it by hand and I've had no problems. Okay, that's everything. We use self-rising flour, so we wouldn't have to add salt or baking soda because it's already in that. Now you need to get you a loaf pan, spray it with cooking spray, and put your batter in that. I would tell you to go ahead and put it on a cookie sheet or a baking sheet of some sort so that it doesn't get your oven dirty, just in case it overflows. It shouldn't. But sometimes these loaf pans are not exactly all the same standard size. Let me get this out. It just doesn't want to come out of the bowl. Okay. So, uncovered on a baking sheet, just in case of overflow. In an oven, 350. Recipe's like 55 minutes, but it just depends on when your toothpick comes out clean. So, I would give it 50-55 minutes, then check it to see how it goes. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out.